I have found out something in the 9 years that I've been in Tupper. I'll be in Tupper 9 years next week. It's kind of exciting, actually. And that is that while I thought I just didn't like to cook, what happened was I have things to cook with that I like to cook with. So now that I have all that stuff, it's really kind of fun. One of the things I want to tell you tonight is if you do meal prep and you want to do meal preps for like your dinners instead of just lunch and things. So a lot of times you use already cooked hamburger, right? You use it for spaghetti and chili, you can use it for lasagna, all this stuff. Well, if you have our stack cooker, I'm going to show you, you do, I believe it's 7 minutes a pound in meat for this. So it has a few sections to it because you can cook a 3-course meal in this in 20 minutes. You can do cakes, you can do, it makes a wonderful pineapple upside down cake, chocolate lava cake. You can do chicken and like pasta, all that kind of stuff all at one time while you walk away and don't worry about it. So what I did with it tonight was I got the hamburger that I wanted to use for the lasagna and a little bit extra, and I put it in here in the colander. Okay, I put it in the stack cooker in the colander and put it in the microwave for 4.5 minutes. I chopped it up a little bit with one of our simple spoons, and then I did it for another 3 minutes. And this is what, this was good hamburger, guys. This was like the 94.6, or I think it's 93.7 actually. Okay, this is what came out of that. That is, and there is no other word for that except beef sludge. I don't know what else to call it. And that, when you fry your hamburger in a skillet on the stove, this is what it sits in. And you drain it, I know, but look how drained this is, okay? There is no sludge in there at all. So I don't care how much you drain that hamburger that you do in the skillet, there's still greasy stuff in there. So I wanted to show you that because I love using the stack cooker for that kind of thing for the hamburger. Now, but this is a recipe that I just found yesterday, and I was really excited because I love lasagna, but I was talking to Nancy today. By the way, I'd really like to come over there and have some of those peppers and onions and sausage, but that's later. I was talking to her today about lasagna, and she said her and her husband love lasagna, but it's just the two of them. And when she makes it, she has to make it in a 9x13 pan because that's the way we all make lasagna, right? There's nothing wrong with that because she can freeze it and they can have it later. But you can do lasagna in our grill in 12.5 minutes. Okay, so like an emergency meal, if somebody just shows up at your house and you've already got some cooked hamburger, this is what you can do. Now, our grill is amazing, honestly. It has metal on the outside, which when we first got it kind of scared me till I realized that microwaves now come with metal racks. So there has to be something different happening there. But it grills meat, it grills, you know, chicken, steaks, fish, anything that you could cook on a grill, you can put in here and you put it in the grill position, which means that the top lays on the meat and the meat's on the bottom. And the microwaves, because of the metal, the microwaves don't touch your meat, but it does heat up. There's 4 susceptors, right, on each one of these corners and in the bottom, and it heats those up, and that's what cooks your meat, okay? But it also does things like casseroles, and you can do grilled cheese, you can do, and tonight we're gonna do lasagna, okay? Super, super simple. So I just wanna show you really easy stuff. We're gonna take some red sauce, whatever your favorite red sauce is, okay? And you're just gonna put it in the bottom of the grill. You're gonna take it, just spread it around. Okay, this is just how you would make regular lasagna in a big pan. But this is gonna be like for just 2 or 3 people, or maybe, you know, you can do some meal prep for it and have it for lunch and everything else. So we're gonna do that. Then you take, open our modular mate here with our pasta in it. Take these lasagna noodles, okay? And they have the no-bake lasagna noodles now. If you get the other kind, you can go ahead and cook them, not all the way, like maybe just 6 or 7 minutes to get them soft. We're gonna put those in the bottom, right? 2 of them fit in there perfectly. Then we're gonna take our hamburger. All right, you can use sausage, season your meat any way you want to. And we're gonna put it in here like this, okay? nice and simple, just kind of spread it around there. Chop it up a little bit more if you want to, okay? And then I'm gonna use ricotta cheese. You can use, the recipe called for cottage cheese, but if I'm gonna make lasagna, I'll use ricotta cheese. So, and I'm gonna grab another spoon for this because, okay. I don't want to put the red sauce on the cheese because then it's not pretty. Okay, so we're going to put this cheese in here, this ricotta cheese. And then just like you would any other lasagna recipe, okay, you're going to do another layer. So we're going to put some more sauce on there. I'm just going to pour it. This is our micro pitcher. This is amazing. You can put this in the microwave. It comes with another 1 cup thing that goes on the top to keep it from splattering in your microwave if you need to maybe warm up butter or just something like that. Okay, we're going to use 2 more noodles. So far, you can do this, right? And then we're going to make 1 more layer. So we're going to use some more of our hamburger. And they also said in the recipe, you can do this any way you want, okay? So you can add onions and peppers. You can add mushrooms. One of the videos I watched, she added spinach. That is so not me, but if that's what you like, you go. All right, then we're gonna do some more cheese. I already want to eat this, I'm just saying. There can never be enough cheese. I don't care what kind of cheese you're using. There cannot be enough. All right, so we're going to do that. And then we are going to take the top and we're going to put it in the casserole position, which means it's not going to push all the way down. It's going to sit on top. Now I am going to put this in the microwave for about 11 minutes. And while I do that, I'm going to show you our cheese grater and how to do the mozzarella cheese to put on the top after that 11 minutes is over. Then you put it back in for another 1.5 minutes. So hang on just a second while I put this in the microwave. And this is so easy, guys. Once this goes in the microwave and you have your cheese grated, you can go do anything else you need to do because once you learn to use your microwave, there we go. Because once it gets done in the microwave, it's not going to keep cooking, okay? When you put it in the oven, if you walk away and you forget it, and if you put lasagna in the oven, you're talking 45 minutes to an hour, right? But once you put this in the microwave and it stops, it stops. If it's in the oven and you walk away and forget what you're doing or something else happens, you're burning your lasagna. And that's sad because nobody wants to burn lasagna, right? Okay. Now I'm going to show you our master grater. And this is a whole system, which is amazing. There's a meat grinder, there's a spiralizer. There's been different times where you can get a sorbet maker. There's a French fry thing that comes out every once in a while. But this thing is fascinating. All right, the cheese grater itself comes with 2 cones, okay? A thick cheese cone and a thinner one. We're going to use that thick one for tonight. So there's 2 parts. It just slides on. And once you get it on there, there's a lock down here. You turn it. And when you turn that, this is not going anywhere. I mean, it is there, okay? So then we're just going to take the cone and you slide it up inside there, take the handle and just twist it on. And that's it. It's together. Now, our mix and store pitcher fits right underneath there, which is awesome. And I have a block of mozzarella cheese here. Now, I had somebody tell me today, oh, I don't do that because I can buy bagged cheese and it's so much easier. Well, you can buy bagged cheese. They're right. And it is kind of easier, but not really, because if you'll watch this, I guess I should have done it where you could actually see it coming out. But when you buy bagged cheese, it's got things in it to keep it fresh or looking fresh, not necessarily fresh. And it has like wood pulp in it that makes it stay okay in the bag. There we go. So look at all that. That's just coming out. And the other thing, when I bought this cheese today, I was looking at the bag cheese. So this is 8 ounces of cheese, which is a cup of cheese, which is a cup, right? And
a bag of cheese at the grocery store that was 2 cups of cheese was actually almost $5. So this little thing of cheese was $1.99, and it's going to make actually more than 2 cups, to be very honest with you. So we're just gonna turn it, and it's super simple to do. Your kids will love to do this. Actually, your husband might like to do this. It's just a fun thing. And I have about enough for that lasagna now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this block of cheese while I'm doing it, because after that, you can go ahead, you can freeze cheese. Is it cornstarch you put in cheese to keep it? Yes, okay. So you can put some cornstarch in the cheese and it'll keep it good and fresh if you put it in the freezer, or you can just put it in the refrigerator and use it, because it just stays so simple and easy. I just love the way that comes out.
Very little cornstarch, just very sprinkle.
Okay, just a sprinkle of cornstarch. Says the lady that knows way more about this than I do. I just follow the recipes, and sometimes I don't do that very well. So look at all that cheese from that little block of cheese. So much better than the bag cheese, so much better for you than the bag cheese. So when the lasagna comes out, I'm going to go ahead and put this on top and put it back in the microwave for like a minute, and it'll melt on the top. And then you just let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes like you would any other lasagna that you pull out of the oven, and it'll be great to eat. And we will show you that in just a little bit. So this just came out of the microwave just a minute or 2 ago. And I'm gonna take the top off so that you can see that cheese. Look at it, it's just so good. Now I'm gonna put this mozzarella cheese on here. And if you thought that I liked ricotta cheese, hang on just a second, because as far as I'm concerned, mozzarella cheese, this should just, there should be no end, okay? So we're gonna put it all on here. I am gonna throw it back in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. And while I do that, there's something else I want to tell you about the grill. So hang on just a minute. And that 1.5 minutes, that's going to depend on your microwave. Okay, it's going to melt that cheese because it's already hot. You might want to put it in there a little longer, just to make sure it's melted all the way down. But one of the things that I didn't mention before is that you're going to get cheese in your fingers if you do that. But with the grill, you can also get this silicone ring, and it goes inside the microwave, the MicroPro grill, just sits like this. And some of the stuff you can make with this is crazy, okay? You can make one of those big chocolate chip cookies. You can do cakes. You can take a cake mix and divide it into like 3 or 4 cups and make a layer cake in here. You can make quesadillas. You can make mini pizzas. You can do omelets. You can do, Pam told you about doing bacon. These make a great grilled cheese. Okay, you can do a great like panini. So this is the kind of thing where, like she said, if you have someone going to college, this is a great thing to take. This is great for a camper, or if you have a motorhome that you travel in. If you travel and you're going to, or maybe, you know, someone in your family travels and they have to go away to work for a week at a time or something, they're going to be in a hotel. Most hotels have microwaves in the room, or at least downstairs, that they can use. They can fix their own meals in this thing, in a microwave. It's easy to take with them, fits right in the corner of the suitcase, and it's just easy to do. And if you've stayed in motels for very long or hotels for very long, you know, eating out's great at first, and after a while, you just want something you can make yourself. Or maybe, you know, you like to snack at night, and nobody wants to go back out at 10 or 11 o'clock at night just to grab something little to eat. You can take pieces of cheese, you can take grated cheese, put this in here, and it makes little cheese bites that are awesome. Okay, now we're gonna take this out. And we'll see if it needs more time or not, but look at that. I would put it in for a little bit longer and get that brown on the top, and then just let it sit for a few minutes. It's gonna make amazing lasagna, and it's just gonna be fantastic. I'll tell you about it later.